Hello there, today I'm going to tie a ginger hopper. I'm going to use a Camazan B175 hook. Just get that in the vise. I'm going to use the Uni black thread in 6/0. First thing to do is cast the thread on. The first part of this fly is fairly simple. Just take the pig's tail away. Easy to tie. Taking the thread up to just about where the barb is, and the first thing I'm going to do is tie in my rib. It's quite a thin copper rib. I want the fly to fish quite high in the water. Once I've got that, I'm going to bring my thread back to the barb of the hook again, and I'm going to dub on some squirrel that's been dyed ginger, or rusty as I think they call it on the pack. Now, judging how much dubbing to put on is always a bit tricky, but I think you're always better to start with too little and then add. So I'm going to just see how far up I can come with this. And that's about right. I guessed right for a change. I'm going to bring the wire rib towards me, and the distance is going to be about 1/8 of an inch between my wire. I'll bring that up to where the dubbing's finished and just lock that off. Once I've got a few thread wraps, I can simply twist the wire away and remove it. I've got my bit of Velcro. I'm just going to tease the body fibres out now. And you can play about with this until you're happy. That looks good to me. Now, I've already tied up some of my pheasant tail legs, but I have left the last one, so I can just show you how I do it. I tend to take a strip of pheasant tail, and then what I do is peel just one feather away. Just caught two there, excuse me. And I find it very easy to control the length where the knot's going to be, just tying one feather. Simply put a loop in, catch it, bring it round, and then I can determine where I want my loop. Now, I tend to tie the legs in 2 at a time, so I'll get 2, and I like to have the knots slightly different areas, and I tie them in just underneath. Excuse my fingers, it's a bit fiddly this bit. Catch that in, trailing just nicely below and behind the fly. Then I'm going to bring in my other 2 legs, and again, excuse my fingers, hold them into place. Now, once they're tied in, you can play about just to get them to sit nice below for you. Once you've done that, trim away your excess fibres. And what we're going to do now is tie in the front hackle. Now, I've got a saddle cape feather here. and you can determine how big you want the hackle. I want to take away about this much. So I'm going to come up, strip the feather back to there, and I like to just cut that. I've left myself enough, about 1/8 of an inch, to catch the feather in, and I want to just catch that all the way up, then I'll bring it back to the front of the hook. Now I'm going to bring the feather around the back there, cutting the tip there. Just going to get a couple of wraps of thread in. I'm going to pull everything up, it's not going right, but because I've got the wraps in, it's not gone anywhere. So try that again. Just pull everything backwards. Once you've got a decent head formed, you can pull the tip of the feather away. I'm going to lick my thumb and forefinger, and again I'm going to pull upwards as much as I can, just to lock that hackle in. Now I wanted to bring as many fibres of the hackle up above the fly as I could, and I'm just using a couple of half hitches to lock it into place. Now what I'm going to do is, I see a few of my legs have started to drift north, so I'm just going to push them back down, and the last thing I'm going to do is just below the eye, I'm going to trim the bottom part of the feathers. Now what this allows me to do is fish this fly in the surface film much easier. If you gink up the full hackle, then the fly tends to sit right on the top, and I don't want that. A little bit of varnish to finish off. And there you have my interpretation of the ginger hopper. Really good fly back end of September. Great fun to fish. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.